You see this package right here? Well, what's inside this box is gonna make me rich in the next 7 days. Well, at least that's what I hope. Over the past few years, dropshipping has completely changed my life, and I've been blessed to be able to generate some pretty crazy money doing so. And over the past couple months, I've proved to you guys in a 3-part challenge that dropshipping is nowhere near dead. Where I put myself in the shoes of a beginner and took these 2 products to over $80,000 in sales combined. And typically in those videos I say, since this isn't some 1-week challenge, the next clip you guys watch will be when something interesting happens. But one of you named Jason Talks Money left a comment saying he only says this isn't some 1-week challenge because he can't make money in a week and it always takes longer. I don't know what Jason has against me, and honestly, I thought having longer videos is more valuable, but that comment lit a fire inside me, which only left me with one option. Prove Jason wrong and post the greatest YouTube video as a response. So here's the plan. Since I could just technically make $1 and claim I made money in a week, I have to set up some rules. Making $10,000 a month means you have to make $333 every day. So my official goal is to hit that $333 by at least day 7 to set us up on track to $10,000 the following months. So now I know how to prove him wrong, but actually achieving this comes down to 3 phases: product, website, and advertising, with the most important being product by a long shot. You could have a banger, high converting, flawless website and the most perfect advertising, but if your product's bad, well, no one's gonna buy it. And the same is true for the opposite. If the website and advertising are kind of lacking, but you have a great product, people will still buy it. So now you might be wondering, how does one find a winning product? Well, there's a lot of ways to go about it, and this is where I see a lot of beginners get stuck. And yeah, there are a lot of paid tools that could help you with this, but honestly, I found some of my biggest products simply by using TikTok search and the TikTok burner method, which are both free. TikTok search, meaning searching different keywords such as prototype versus product, link in bio, on sale now, and not TikTok made me buy it like every other guru will tell you. This is because dropshippers posting on TikTok use these keywords in their captions, which then leads us directly to their accounts, rather than TikTok made me buy it, which just leads to some random influencers posting their Amazon affiliate links. So searching is a great way, but the TikTok burner method for me is the GOAT.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Basically, you program your For You page to only show you videos of products by only interacting with those types of videos. TikTok's algorithm will see you like this content and continue to show you more and more relevant products that your competition is already selling. So before I even show you my plan for the website and advertising, let me show you the product I picked out for this challenge. This is a 7-day challenge, and with the plan I set, I'm never actually gonna have to touch the product, which I'll go over in a second, but for real this time, the product I picked out are these LED curtains, which actually came up while I was doing some live product research in my Discord, scrolling on my burner account using the burner method I just showed you. What stood out to me was the visual wow factor they have. I legit said wow while I was scrolling, so that checked off the first box. Next step was to look at the comments and see what other people were saying, and that was another checked off box as everyone was asking where to get them and how much do they cost. And when I checked the price, they were a bit high and out of the normal $25 to $45 range I like to stick with on TikTok. But for me, the price was justifiable with all the different features they have. On top of that, not a lot of people are selling them yet, so I think we might have struck gold. Since today is day 1 and we only have a week to do this, I need to have the website set up by tonight and the advertising going by tomorrow. This should really only take a few hours to get the logos, website all set up because I've done this so many times in the past. So I'll update you guys with the finished product in the next couple hours. What I'm doing here is pretty simple, starting off by building out the product page and description for the product. Then I cooked up a logo and legit just added it to this pre-made file I have in my Discord, which sets most of the website up. Hardest part here was changing all the colors, as I don't typically do stores with black backgrounds. But we just about finished the store in an hour and I think it's coming along nice. It's day 2 and the website is done, so I'll pop it up on the screen right now. It's nothing crazy and there's still a few things I want to change, but I'd say it's a good start at least to test the product. So we got the sale on the banner, then we got our logo, then coming down you can see all the photos we added, then the name Leadful, as the main competitor was Leadscape or LED-scape. Price at $64.99, and a description, GIF, description, GIF, description, and a holiday photo because that's the season we're in right now. Another GIF and some testimonials from actual Amazon reviews and some actual reviews down here. So now the first 2 phases I talked about earlier, the product and the website, are done and it's only day 2, which gives us plenty of time to advertise so we can hit that 10K a month goal. And like like I said earlier, I don't need the product in hand, and that's because TikTok organic advertising is a little too hard to do in 7 days. And I say this because I've seen organic advertising or just posting videos of your product to TikTok have a much slower start the past few months, where it takes around 2 weeks to really get the account going and hit the hundreds of thousands of views and potentially the millions. Sure, I could get lucky and go viral my first day, but I want to ensure our success, which is why I'm going with TikTok paid advertising, where you basically pay TikTok to push your video out as a sponsored post. And I want this to feel achievable to you guys too, so I'm only gonna give myself a budget of $200 for this whole challenge, which I think is possible for pretty much anyone to get. So let's hop on the computer and set up some ads. Well, I need to actually make the ads first, so let's do that. Basically what I'm doing here is taking all the best TikTok videos from our competitor and I'm gonna re-edit them into some paid ads. This really isn't the most ethical way to do it, but if you're testing a product for the first time, sometimes it's smarter. And then once you know it's a winning product and want to scale it up, you order one yourself to make your own. But we only got 7 days, so this is what we got to do. All right, so I got the computer right here and I'm just going to guide you guys how I would set up a testing campaign and how I'm actually going to do it for this challenge. So here we are in the TikTok ads manager. So I'm going to head over to the top left, click create here, custom mode, website conversions. You're going to want to tick on this switch that says campaign budget optimization, which is a CBO. And I'll go over what this does once we have it all set up. But for now, we're just going to click that and put in a $50 budget. We'll just name this 1. We're going to connect it to our store's pixel. We're going to be optimizing for complete payment. For placements, you're going to want to click select placement and you're going to want to turn off include search results and only have TikTok checked here. I like to turn off comments. I honestly will just turn all these off. Coming down to demographics, we're really open to target any gender and any age because this product can kind of relate to anyone. And then from there, we're going to set it up to start at midnight. That's all we have to do on that page, as we're just keeping it wide open and letting TikTok do its thing because the algorithm probably knows better than us. And we're going to add our logo in. And now as you can see, it'll show up over here on the preview and then your name right there. And then for video, we're going to click upload and add one of the videos we just made. Upload it. I usually end up doing standard and then shop now. And then for the text, we're going to be promoting our sale. 40% off. Sale ends tonight. Coming down here to URL, you always want to put in a link to your product page and not your homepage, as that's where people want to be. That's where you want your customers to be and that's where they'll buy. And copy the link to our product. So we'll come over and paste that there. All set up so we can submit this. Creating ad. And then we're going to go back to campaigns. And as you'll see here, we have the campaign on our homepage, and then clicking into this, it'll have our first ad group, which is our first video. And what we're going to do is create 4 ad groups with our 4 different videos. And since this is a CBO, what TikTok will do is put the majority of the $50 budget to whatever ad group or video is doing best, which you guys will see once it starts spending. But for now, we're just going to create 4 copies with all our different videos. And I won't go over this because we're just repeating the same process, but changing whatever video we had there and then submitting it. And that's honestly it, as my testing strategy is super simple. All I'm trying to do is find out what video works best and if the product can actually get any sales and if it's a winner. And that's honestly all we can do for today, as these are scheduled to start spending at midnight and we just have to wait and see how they do. Hopefully we can wake up to at least 1 sale tomorrow, as that would set us up for a very profitable day. But I guess we'll see what happens. I did in fact wake up, but there was in fact no sale. Although the ads have only spent around $15, so I'm not too stressed about it. Hard to really analyze as there's not much spend, but I guess I'll update you guys when we either get an order or have an update on the ads. It happened. First ever order right there 3 minutes ago. I legit saw it and ran in here, so I apologize if the lighting and everything looks bad. And this is an amazing sign, but when you actually calculate it, we ended up coming out unprofitable when you account for advertising and product costs. So far, I've spent about $46 on ads, and it cost $20 to get these from the supplier. And if you guys remember, I'm selling them for $65, so after Shopify fees, that's like $2 or $3 in the red. Still our first order, and I'm still hyped, so I'll update you guys once that full $50 spends, and we can dive into the data. No more orders came through, but we do have some good data to apply to tomorrow's ads to hopefully pull a profit rather than the $7 loss today. So jumping into the ads manager, you can see the total cost came out to $49.94 as I paused it just right before I started filming. CPC, cost to get a click, came out to 47 cents, which is solid. CPM, solid, good amount of impressions. We had a total of 106 clicks, so people that clicked on our ad and went to our website. CTR, decent. And as you can see right here, we had that one conversion with a $49 CPA, which of course is horrible, but when you jump down to the ad group level, and you can see similar data, but here it is for each video rather than the whole campaign. And video 3 right here was actually the one that brought the order. At a CPA, or cost to get an order, at $11.53, which is really good and profitable if we're only focusing on that one ad group. So now I know video 3 is the best, so what I'm gonna do for tomorrow is the same $50 CBO setup, but this time all 4 ad groups will be video 3. We know this video will sell, so now we have 3 3 more of them, and TikTok is starting to learn which audience works best and who to show our ads to, leaving me very confident that we can pull a profit tomorrow. It is now tomorrow, meaning today is day 4 of this challenge, which also means we're at the halfway point of this challenge. And Jason, you better be getting a little worried because it's starting to get good. Video 3 is continuing to perform well in the 4 ad groups we set up for it, and at 4 p.m. today, we already have 2 sales from only $37.52 spent on ads, which means even if we get no more orders today, we're still gonna be profitable, which is sometimes what's nice about selling a higher priced product with paid ads. Like let's say I was selling some $10 phone cases, well the margin would be so slim that we could spend on ads, compared to how it is with the lights where even after the $20 product cost, we still have $45 to work with. Let's keep this good energy going, and I'll see you guys tonight with the final update on how the ads did. We only got 1 more order, but either way, I was still hyped. So after 3 $65 orders, the total sales for the day come out to $194.97. And again, $50 spent on ads and $69 in total product cost, leaving our total profit for the day to $74.97, which is solid, but still nowhere even close to that $330 goal. So obviously, I'm gonna have to step it up a bit because we would never reach that just off a $50 daily budget. And lucky for us, video 3 is starting to consistently bring in profits as we go. So if we just increase the spend, hypothetically, the daily profit would go up too. So we have the current $50 CBO that ran profitably today, which I'm gonna let run all the way through tomorrow as well. But on top of that, I'm gonna add 2 more copies of the exact same setup. So we will have triple the spend compared to what we had today. So hopefully that means we'll have triple the profit because we need to get this going quicker. See what happens. This morning, I woke up to some pure passive income with an order coming in while I was sleeping, which is always a pretty cool feeling. I then went over to my laptop to check the ads and everything looked up to par, so I continued with my day. Checking in here and there, but honestly not too much work was needed. A few times throughout the day, I had to turn off certain ad groups as we wanted the ones with the lowest CPC and of course CPA to be the ones getting the most spend. Had a solid flow of orders come in all day, which leads us to right now, and all the ads have spent their full budgets already, and we're looking pretty good. $148.39 was the total spent on ads today, which generated a total of 9 orders, which led to $584.91 in sales. Starting to hit some real numbers. This led to around $207 in product costs, leaving us with a total profit of $229.52. Just $100 away. But this is expected as I'm just taking it step by step and scaling pretty slowly. Yesterday, we doubled our 1 campaign into 3, and today, for tomorrow, I'm gonna double that 3 into 6. I expect profit margins to go down a bit as we enter scale, but if things follow similar to how they've been doing here, I don't want to jinx it, but we could hit that $330 tomorrow. Let's get after it. I want you guys to imagine this. Your name is Jason, and you create a YouTube channel called Jason Talks Money. You then leave a comment on another man's video saying they can't make money in a week, and that person makes a dedicated 15+ minute long video proving you wrong. Well, that's the harsh reality for someone because we actually did it. I didn't even need a week because it's day 6 and we officially proved him wrong. And obviously no hate to him because it's all jokes, and honestly thanks for lighting the fire in me to start this challenge, as it's probably gonna lead me to do over $10,000 this month. So I had the same schedule today, but instead of the 3 campaigns, it was 6. 5 of them ran smoothly all day, although one of them I had to turn off because it had spent $37 and got no orders. And right now, as I'm sitting here at 9 p.m., the total ad spend comes out to $277.91. Total product cost at $368, meaning we got 16 orders, and the total sales to $1,039.84, which brings the total profit for today to $393.93. We did it. We hit the original goal, and at $393 a day, it would be more like $12,000 a month. But I'm not finished. I want to prove that I can sustain this for weeks and potentially months to come, so let's do it again tomorrow. It is now 5 p.m. of day 7, and the ads were starting to fatigue a bit or go down in performance, so I shut all of them off but one. And I will pop up the profits somewhere on the screen right now. After everything, as you can see, today, day 7, we had a total profit of $412.44. One thing that I did today was add an upsell for shipping that the customers can pay $5 more to get it faster. And 7 people took it, leading us to have the same amount of orders today, but a higher revenue. And looking back now, I kind of wish I scaled a little harder, but that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward. Just imagine if if those 6 $50 campaigns were at $100? Well, we could have done more around $700 to $800 in profit today alone. But either way, just in 7 days, we were able to take a product from just being an idea, having a $200 budget, and now we have another income stream on track to do $10,000 this month. Actually, well over that. And $333 times 365 days in a year is over $120,000, which is crazy to think that can be created so quickly from just a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection. I hope this video has opened your eyes to what is possible with dropshipping, as if you just learn the basics, there is nothing stopping you from doing the same. Personally, I'm gonna keep scaling this thing until it dies out because obviously it's doing really well. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see another video documenting that. As always, my Discord and links to everything I used in this video will be in the description, and I appreciate your time spent watching today.